What's up, everybody? My name's Trey with Diji Agency, a full-service digital marketing agency that helps individuals, small businesses, and corporations create real passive income. Not that fake stuff that you see when it comes to revenue numbers on Shopify that people are literally posting everywhere on the internet. We're talking about real passive income, the type of income that can allow you to send your kid to college, get that dream car that you want, or retire your parents. Real income. Welcome to another video, and another video all about Facebook Marketplace and Facebook Shops dropshipping. In this video specifically, we'll be talking about what actually matters when you are listing on Facebook Marketplace and Facebook Shops, whether you are actually doing dropshipping or you're just trying to sell some items that you have listed around your house. Because I see a lot of people really struggling with some very simple things that, if you change, can make your profit or make your profitability go through the roof. But if you are somebody that's new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, as it really helps this small channel grow, and I would greatly appreciate it. Now, the first thing that we're going to talk about when it comes to what actually matters when you are listing on Facebook Marketplace and Facebook Shops to sell any product, whether it's selling something old that you have at your house or drop shipping, is the fact that you need to be using review images. Stock images simply do not work anymore. If you have been using stock images, which is just a picture of a product on a white background, stop doing it. It just doesn't work anymore. Facebook has gone through a lot of algorithm changes, and this just does not work. So if you are posting stock images, the first thing that you can do before you change any other variable that I'm going to be talking about is stop posting stock images and start posting review images. Now, if you're confused on where to find review images, it's really easy. Let me help you out. Whoever your supplier is, whether you're using retail suppliers, wholesale suppliers, drop shipping suppliers, you can go to that product, go under reviews, and filter by photos. And these are people that are leaving reviews of the items that they purchased, and they're leaving an actual image of the product to show what it looks like in real life as compared to what it looks like in a stock image. And then you simply want to use this image as your main image for the product that you are trying to sell, as customers want to see what the product actually looks like in person. And sometimes it's really hard to gauge like dimensions of a product or what a product's like color really looks like if you're just looking at stock images, because a lot of people edit those images to like all types of degrees. They make colors look different. They make the item look more shiny, or they make it look bigger or smaller than it actually is. And review images really help your potential buyer or potential customer understand how that item will actually look and how it's actually going to function if they do buy it. So, number one, make sure you are using review images. It's going to change your life. It's going to help you out so much. That's the number one fix that you can do to boost your views and your sales on Facebook Marketplace and Facebook Shops. Now, the second thing that you're going to want to kind of test out and you're going to want to change is the actual price of the product. As Facebook, in my opinion, just kind of based on the 30 accounts that I run, Facebook really likes lower priced items. They really like the fact that, it looks like people are getting a deal on Facebook Marketplace, because if you price an item cheaper in terms of the product cost, but put the majority of the price in the shipping cost, in Facebook eyes, it lets them know that the product is a little bit cheaper, meaning the buyer is going to get a deal, and it's going to push that product to more people. So you really want to make sure that you're testing out the prices of products. How I do it is I run 3 different tests with the same product, and everything else is the same. I use the same review images. I use the same title. I use the same description. Like literally everything's the same. The only thing I change is the actual price. What you're going to want to do is put all the product cost in the actual product and none in shipping. That's going to be one listing. You're going to then list the same product. You're going to put 50% of the product cost in the product, 50% in the shipping, And then in another test, you're going to put 30% of the product cost in the product and 70% in shipping. And depending on which one gets the best views, that's the one that you're really going to push when it comes to running promotions and doing things like that. But running 3 tests on every product that you actually list not only gives you more products to list in your, like, it gives you more inventory and gives you more listings to get more potential sales, but it'll really help you understand what's going to work the best for your account. Now, I have some accounts that the only products that sell are ones that have free shipping, and every other product I have on there with literally any cost in the shipping, they don't sell at all. However, that's not the same as another account that I might run where only products on that specific account sell that have 30% of the cost in the actual product and 70% in the shipping, because every account is completely different and you're going to have to run some tests to really figure out what algorithm is like running based on your specific account. So number one thing you want to change, use review images. Number two that you want to test out is testing out different prices when it comes to that product, just to figure out what exactly is working on your account. Now, you also want to do this in a way that makes sense. If you are selling, for instance, pool floaties, everybody understands that pool floaties, when they're not inflated, they weigh practically nothing. So if you're charging $30 for shipping on a pool floaty, it just doesn't make sense, and a lot of people will be turned off by that because they understand that you're just trying to make up costs somewhere and make a profit. Now, if you are selling heavy duty chains or like workout equipment or bed frames and things like that, people understand that those things are heavy and they require shipping, which is sometimes really expensive. So you have to make sure you're also understanding what exactly you're selling, and that'll kind of depend on how you're moving around the price, whether it's in the product cost or if it's in the shipping cost, just because you want it to make sense so that people aren't like just really pissed off if you're putting, $50 of shipping in the product's $1 if you're selling pool floaties or whatever the case may be. Now, the third thing that you're going to want to look at when it comes to what actually matters when you're listing on Facebook Marketplace and Facebook Shops is the description of the actual product. You want to make sure that you're not just copying the description from your supplier, as a lot of the descriptions that I've found from retail suppliers, dropshipping suppliers, and wholesale suppliers just don't do a great job actually explaining what the product is, some of the benefits, and things like that. So you want to make sure that you're actually taking some time, sitting down and trying to figure out what are the best ways to communicate this product to my potential customer in a way that they can get their questions answered and understand how that product is going to benefit them and why they should purchase from you. One of the easiest ways that you can kind of do this is just by going to Amazon and just seeing how their descriptions are kind of set up. If you haven't noticed, most of the descriptions on Amazon are more or less the same. They have bullet points talking about the benefits of the product, talking about the size, the color, what it's made out of. Like, bullet points, I feel, as long as you're not using 50 of them, do a very good job of explaining the details of the product that need to be communicated to the potential buyer in order to get them to actually purchase from you. So, really important that you're also using necessary details about your product. You don't have to add a lot of fluff or really try to persuade them into buying, as if someone's looking for a lawn chair, for instance, when they find the one that they want to make sure that they understand the dimensions. They want to make sure that they understand the size, the color, what conditions it in. They don't want you to read how they need to buy from you specifically because you have the best lawn chair. Like, obviously, if they ended up on your listing, they're already interested in lawn chairs. You don't have to convince them of why they should be buying a lawn chair if they're already looking for one. You just need to communicate the details about your specific product and allow them to make the buying decision. Now, the fourth thing that we're going to look at is the timing in which you're posting your products on this platform. I'm a huge believer that Facebook likes consistency. They like to see that people are posting consistently throughout the day or throughout the week. So what I've kind of done is, instead of posting all of my products in the morning or all of them at noon or all of them at night before I go to sleep, I try to spread out my posting for new products all throughout the day, so that if there is someone that's on Facebook in the morning they will see my new listings. They'll pop up number one for them, which should entice them to at least look at my listings. However, I'm still going to post throughout the day because in the evening, there's going to be completely different buyers than there were in the morning. So you just want to make sure that you're kind of scheduling out your post so they don't all go out at one time, because then you're only targeting that one type of buyer for your product specifically. And now this is also going to vary between all of your accounts. The algorithm is different between your account, my account, all the accounts that I run. So sometimes when I post an item on my account at noon, it does great. On other accounts, when I post it at noon, it's like they get no views because it seems like everybody's posting at noon. So with that being said, if you do post throughout the day, you might see a trend that you are getting the most sales at 4 p.m. on a specific account. So I would still continue to post throughout the day, but I might post more in that 4 p.m. window because I've known that that's where I get the majority of my sales from. So things like that you just kind of have to test out, that your account is running in a way that really benefits the algorithm based on that actual account. And kind of the last thing that we're going to look at is your actual reputation on the platform. Now, if you're someone that posts a lot of very controversial things when it comes to maybe religion or politics or just your overall views, that could be something that's really hindering your sales on the platform. Because Facebook is a social platform, and it's not really like Amazon in the fact that people jump in and they buy products and they don't really care, or some people don't even know that when you purchase an item on Amazon, it doesn't actually come from the company Amazon. It comes from an individual seller majority of the time. So on Facebook, when somebody sees an item, they really like it. They look at your description like, okay, I really like this product. I think I'm going to, purchase this from this seller. The next thing that they might do is they might actually go onto your profile and just have a look at your profile to see what type of person you are. Because if you're a person that lists an item, everything checks all the boxes when it comes to somebody wanting to actually purchase the product, they go to your page, and then your religious views or your political views are completely different than your actual buyer, they might no longer want to purchase from you just because your ideas and how you view the world don't align. So I would highly recommend, if you are somebody that's doing a lot of volume on Facebook Marketplace, just kind of be aware of what your reputation says on your actual account. If you go to my profile, for instance, I really just post a lot about how you can make money online, different sporting events going on, how I'm a 76ers fan, how I'm a Seattle Seahawks fan, and things like that. Like, I don't try to post like my religious beliefs or who I think should be president or anything like that, because I know to the normal person that can really turn them off in terms of buying my products. So you just want to make sure that you have a clean profile. You're not posting anything too raunchy or too controversial, just because your reputation really matters when it comes to building trust with your potential buyers. So I really hope that makes sense. Really hope that you got some education from this video. So just to kind of recap, the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you're posting review images of your products. You want to make sure that you are posting the same product multiple times at different prices so you can test what price is going to be the best for your product. You're going to want to make sure that you have a good description set up in a way that potential buyers can see all the details about the product and they have all the information they need to actually purchase that product from you and feel good about it. And then lastly, you want to make sure that you're just keeping up a good reputation on the platform and you're really not turning anybody off just because of your beliefs being different from theirs. So you kind of want to be vanilla in a sense. You just kind of want to adhere to everybody, as you just don't want to turn somebody off just because they think differently than you or anything like that. So I really hope you got value from this video. And if you are somebody that's new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified every time I post a video. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.